Hey guys, it's DJ here, and today I come with you with a very special episode of Group Reviews. And the reason why this episode is special is for two reasons. One, this officially marks Group Reviews as an official series on this channel. And two, this will be my 300 subscriber special. Again, thank you guys for 300 subscribers. Couldn't do this without y'all. I really appreciate it. Now, on to the video. Now today, we will be reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, if you've watched the previous episodes of Group Reviews, you would know that I never formatted them like this, where I had like an intro, like edited and all that kind of crap. And the reason why I didn't have that, or the reason why it's like this in this video, is because whenever I did do the intro in the movie theater, you could barely hear my voice because I had to have a mask on, and it just wasn't good. So I decided just to edit in this intro, which hopefully maybe becomes the mainstay of the series. I don't know. We'll just see what happens, all right? Now, in order for us to continue this review, I'm going to have to do an introduction to everybody who's going to be with me for the review. So, here we go. For recurring characters, we got Brandon and Nathan. For new characters, we got Connor and Titan. And for background characters, we got Justin, who was in the last two reviews, and Titan's brother. Now that we have introduced everyone, now it's time for our expectations. Connor, what would you personally want to see out of this movie?
I want to see Donkey Kong win.
All right. What do you want to see out of this movie, Nathan?
Well, obviously, I want to see King Kong shove a tree branch down Godzilla's throat.
I mean, like, that is kind of an essential part of the movie.
I hope it happens. I want to see it.
All right, Titan, what would you want to see out of this movie?
I want to see knockoff Thor get his stuff wrecked.
And Brandon, what do you want to personally see in this movie?
Well, I want Kong to at least do something in the movie. Instead of just staying around, get his ass beat all day.
All right. Me personally, I want this movie to at least be good, okay? I don't really mind if the characters are bland or anything like that. I just want them to not be annoying like they were in King of the Monsters. Now, before we get to our initial reactions after seeing the movie, I want to hurry up and do a quick little non-spoiler review for the movie. Because what I originally planned for us was to, after we left the movie theater, we was going to do a non-spoiler review of the movie, then we would head to spoilers. But as soon as I started recording, they started blaring out spoilers because that's how good it was for them. And the reason why I'm doing a non-spoiler part is because I want people to actually go out and watch this movie for themselves so they can experience it and everything. Because in my opinion, this is probably the best MonsterVerse movie ever. Ever since they started releasing them, this is the best one. All the characters were okay. None of the human characters they didn't get in the way of the storyline or anything like that. They all had connections to the monsters. They were not annoying. The monster battles were really good. It's just, you should, if you're a Godzilla or Kong fan, you should go and watch this movie. And even if you are not a fan of either of those franchises and you just like action movies, this is definitely your way to go. There's lots of fighting, lots of action. Definitely worth your money. Definitely worth going to the big screen, going to watch it on the big screen. It's a really, really good movie. In my opinion, it deserves an 8 out of 10 if I was to put a critic on it. If I was viewing it through the eyes of a fan, it would probably be a 10 out of 10 for me, but that's just me. But if I was a critic and I actually reviewed it on like a serious viewpoint, then it would probably be an 8 or a 7 or 8 at least. Now that the non-spoiler review is over, now it's time for our initial reactions after seeing the movie. Be warned, there are spoilers, so if you don't want the movie spoiled, just click off the video right now. Anyways, enjoy. Well, we just got back from watching Godzilla vs. King Kong, and was it a good movie?
It's the coolest movie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good.
Pretty much.
Coolest movie ever.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good. I ain't even cutting it.
It was really good.
It was extremely good.
I thought that the my personal opinions on it is that I feel like this is probably the best MonsterVerse movie we've had ever. Like, this is the best, in my opinion.
It tops all of everything that came out of the new
Bro,
Star
every
Wars.
scene just gave you chill bumps, dude. It was insane.
It was really good. Are you glad that we watched it in theater?
Yeah.
So, who won the fight?
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Dude, it wasn't even...
Oh, yeah, make sure you put spoiler
here-
alerts on there.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll put a
here's
spoiler
the
alert.
logic of the movie, right? Godzilla,
Godzilla
King
won
gets
the
his
fight.
like butt whooped
Yeah.
by Godzilla.
Okay, I've
and
never
then he
said
gets his
this.
butt whooped by Godzilla again. And then Godzilla gets his
Hold
butt
on.
whooped by Mechagodzilla, and then King Kong whoops Mechagodzilla's butt, basically.
Okay, I've never said this about a
And they
movie
do,
before,
so.
but this is a movie I wouldn't even care coming back and watching again in theaters. That's how fucking good
It was really good. The action is the highlights of this movie.
I mean, even
Just-
the acting was mostly
The
better
boat,
than
whenever they
everything
like
Star
let him
Wars
off the
did.
chains.
Yeah, and he was like
Oh, my
flipping. He was
goodness.
jumping from boat to boat,
Yeah.
trying to avoid Godzilla, and it was just
I don't think he was trying to avoid him though. I think he
People-
was just trying to
No, he
face
was trying to chase him.
him.
yeah.
He was wanting to fight him.
The reason why they did
And then he got
that,
his
the reason
ass
why he was
slapped.
chasing him is because Godzilla's the type of
I can't believe freaking Godzilla pulled a pussy move. He was trying to drown his ass. Like, come on, quit
I
doing
know.
pussy moves. That's some pussy shit.
Well, here's the thing: Godzilla's natural environment is the water.
Yeah, I know, but that's
And
such
Kong's
a
is
pussy
the
move.
cities.
It's such a pussy move, though.
Well, that's the thing. He's an iguana. What do you expect?
I don't
iguana.
care.
Yo, remember that
Bro, let
giant
me
iguana?
drown his ass because I can't kill him any other way.
Hey, you say that, but he almost killed him in
Oh,
the
yeah.
city.
Yeah, he almost did though.
Yeah, he killed.
That's the only advantage of like you say, Godzilla. Like Kong would not
I'll be
stand a
honest with you, they
chance
said his
if the entire fight went underwater. It would be dead instantly.
See, here's what I
They would
say:
survive.
put them in a desert and no water. It would be an even fight, as fair as Godzilla versus Kong can be, which
Yeah.
isn't very fair.
Okay, there's a lot of people online that are like hating this film because of the human characters. I'll just give it straight to you, okay? Human characters were not that bad. They were not annoying, and all of them had something to do with the monsters. That's what I like.
I'll tell you what, I can't see that girl from Stranger Things without thinking about Stranger Things. Like every time I see her,
I've never watched that. I've never.
I
liked
see
it.
her every time I see her in anything. I just think, oh, Stranger Things.
The
That's
one
it.
thing I'm gonna remember from that movie definitely is Zavala. That's it.
That one.
I'm
Yeah.
just
The thing
keep
I'm going to
remembering
remember is
Jimmy
how
Turner.
satisfied it made me when King Kong killed the bitch.
Yeah. How'd you think about Mechagodzilla's death?
It was cool, but
it was cool.
I feel like they could have
but-
done more.
Yeah, they definitely could have.
They could have had more tag
But then
teaming.
again, I kind of understand
Now-
because, I mean, shit, he would have fucking killed them both.
Yeah.
He would have absolutely.
Now let's talk
molested.
about the coolest scene in that fight. One, when Mechagodzilla just cut through the beam, and two, when Godzilla just fucking overpowered Kong's axe.
Oh, dude. Yeah, whenever they're in the struggle
Yeah.
and Kong's about to die, Godzilla uses his atomic breath and just supercharges it.
Because it's a piece of a scale, right?
It's a part of his dorsal plates.
Yeah.
Dude, when they were talking about his heart slowing down, I thought for sure, I was like, nah, he's gone, bro. They ain't getting him back. Bro, they start his heart up again, and he just gets right back up. He's like, let's fucking
And
go.
he hits his arm on like a building and
Yeah,
it's like
What was
fixed in
that Rick
place.
move?
Dude, see, Godzilla
Nah,
could have finished
yeah.
Kong off, but like his main target was to go for Mega
Yeah.
Godzilla because Mega Godzilla was supposed to replace the normal Godzilla.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much the main villains of the movie is Apex, and pretty much they want to try taking over the Earth again. They don't want it to be mainly about Godzilla or
the
anything.
Somebody
the
should have
start
got
of the
King
movie-
Kong a leather
it's funny
jacket.
because the start of the
When he-
movie makes you think Godzilla's the main enemy.
Just imagine
Yeah,
what-
I don't
Yeah, it really
know
does.
about that.
That-
It
no, that's what
does.
they
It
portrayed.
mean-
No, it made me just think that.
No,
Apex
it
is doing
didn't
some
for
bad
me.
shit.
It made it feel like,
They-
hey,
they
Godzilla's
portrayed-
the bad guy
They
here.
try to
like
portray
he's the one
Godzilla as
that's
the
Yeah,
bad
he's
guy
the one that's
first.
fucking over all
I
the
just thought
humanity.
Apex- I just
kill-
thought
But
Apex
really,
was the
come to
villain.
find out, it's because humanity is doing shit they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, like
Exactly, like-
messing around with Ghidorah's head and
Yeah.
yeah.
I just know too much that I don't
That right
expect
there was
Godzilla to be
fucking
the
cool, dude. That was so cool when they're like, oh, he's in there. Whoa. They turn around, they're like,
I thought they were gonna make
he's
it.
in there.
I thought they were going to make it to where Mechagodzilla, from the power source, creates his own consciousness, which he does. But I mean, he takes the consciousness of the human as well.
The whole Hollow Earth thing had me trip, bro. I
It
felt like I
was-
was on a drug trip.
Hollow
Like,
Earth
holy
thing,
I felt like I was
moly.
watching Journey to the Center of the Earth.
pretty much okay. So it's pretty much Godzilla versus Kong and Journey to the Center of the Earth with it, along with bits of
not
Godzilla
wrong.
versus Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. I feel
And-
like they could make a Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla movie.
also-
They just make it Mechagodzilla less powerful, and they can actually explain it easily by saying his power source was corrupted.
That scene was so cool when Kong gets back up and he like crushes that ship because they betrayed him pretty
Yeah,
much.
dude,
he
he
like,
gra-
and they're like, no, and he just.
I'll give you Kong.
Crushed
He
it.
dodged Godzilla's beams like a
He
fucking
was pretty
boss.
good
Yeah,
whenever
he
he was.
did.
He grabbed the fucking rock and just went no.
Yeah, he grabbed that piece of the building and was using it as a shield.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
All right,
His-
guys.
his-
All right, we're gonna spoil the entire movie. Let's stop this now before we get into like I
Or
feel on
he's
debate
like taking
we're
the
in
X, he's like starts to shove it down his throat.
Yeah, that was a reference to that scene in
know.
the movie. In the original movie, King Kong gets a treat and he shoves it down Godzilla's throat. In this movie, they make a reference to it, and it's
It's
amazing.
King Kong gets his axe, all right, and he shoves it down Godzilla's throat.
What I want to know is why the fuck was Mechagodzilla so more powerful? Because I understand the life energy source and everything, but
How
come
is
on.
his beam any stronger than?
I think
Exactly.
I don't get how it's supposed to be any
Because
stronger.
remember, this is a Godzilla
I think-
after the radiation absorption.
I think my interpretation of it is that after Godzilla and Kong got done fighting, Godzilla was severely weakened
Yeah.
by it. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
'cause
but
if-
even then, Mechagodzilla's freaking blast like
No,
straight cut
all right,
things
hold
in
on, hold on,
half.
Hold on. Just think about this, right? So basically, remember the underground scene, right?
Yep.
This is where it adds up. The chick played her part. They had the robot that analyzed the sampler, which uploaded more power to the bot, which made the beams more powerful, so they'd be more strong.
they did use
True.
they
which
did
is
do
the
that.
weapon, which is the weapon basically that was with the King Kong's ancestors used to kill other Godzilla generations. So
Well, I know
that's
one
why
thing, bro.
Mechagodzilla was that
Regular
powerful.
Godzilla's blast kind of burned, and then you had Mechagodzilla's who straight cut things in half.
No, let's classify this. Mechagodzilla wasn't radioactive blast. No, his was a fucking hyper laser.
Yeah, literally, it cut buildings in half.
And
Solid buildings.
Godzilla's was radioactive.
Yeah, it was pretty good. My interpretation of it though was that since Godzilla used his beam so many times during the fight, you remember he was using his beam to cut a hole through the middle or the
Middle of the earth.
the middle of the earth, and then he was using it constantly during the fight with King Kong.
Yeah.
So by the time that he
His
was
energy
fighting
strength.
Godzilla, I felt like he was a lot tired of it.
Same thing that happened with Ghidorah.
I think overall, all right, if you could rate this movie, all right, what would you give it, Nathan?
Me?
Uh-huh.
It's the best movie I've ever seen. 10 out of 10.
Good out there.
It was a solid movie. I mean, it was incredibly good.
Right, Connor?
Just
What-
look at the ratings online. Pretty much, just my
They've
ratings.
been pretty
It
good.
deserved its 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Titan, what would you give
Well,
it?
since this is the first movie I've ever really seen in theaters, I have to give it a 10 out of 10.
It was
And it
pretty
deserves one.
good. Brandon, what would you give it?
I give it a solid 10 out of 10.
It was
What
Even
the-
though, hey, even if
Rise
you've never
of the
seen a
Skywalker
Kong movie or Godzilla movie,
Terrible.
go watch
That
this
Rise of
movie.
the Skywalker movie was
You don't
awful.
have to watch it in order to understand what the plot is, but just go watch it.
Yeah.
If you've never seen like a Kong movie or
it
Godzilla,
has
watch it.
it has
Go
good
watch it.
it has solid
acting.
acting. It has okay writing, writing is plausible.
I'll tell you what though, last time we went to the movies, we seen Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah.
Bro, this movie made that movie look like the worst movie that's ever been produced.
It was.
There's-
It really was, but I mean, it made it look like the cheapest of the cheap, the
it
lowest
was
of the
awful,
low.
man.
It just made it look so bad.
It
So
was
bad.
so trash.
So bad.
I actually feel like Rise of Skywalker was such a bad movie. They're not only rebooting the entire franchise because of it, but they're making it worse.
He gonna download Call of Duty.
It's just so awful,
Actually,
man.
that makes sense.
They
Well,
should just fire
my,
everyone.
my personal opinion, I want to give it an 8 out of 10. Me personally.
Yeah,
Because
see that.
some of the, yeah, 8 out of 10. Me personally.
For you, it's an 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Bro,
Now,
for me-
as a fan, though, if I was a critic, I'd give it 8 out of 10. Fan,
Oh.
obviously a 10 out of 10 because
Okay, I
it was
didn't know. I
amazing.
just heard an 8 out of 10.
It
I
was
like, what?
it was great.
'Cause to
I
me, that
love
was the
it.
best movie
Yeah.
I've ever
If-
came to this place. and
If
seen.
you're a Godzilla fan, definitely check it out. King Kong fan, definitely check it out.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the thing. There is a because there is a clear winner in the fight, but
It equals
it's
it out
equal
with
out.
It's with Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who you're rooting for, as long as it's not Mechagodzilla, you're fine.
I mean, I knew regardless that Godzilla was gonna win.
Yeah, it's
But
Godzilla.
I've always kind of liked Kong just a tad bit more. That's just me.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just me.
he's a lot more humane, or he has a lot more human emotion
Elements
than.
and emotions.
Yeah, but like
And
Godzilla's a
Godzilla.
fucking iguana
yeah,
that's
I
oversized.
get it, but I'm
you
just saying
love
that's why I like it.
True.
That's why I like Kong.
But
Yeah.
realistically, who would win? The dude with radioactive fucking laser blast.
Or somebody who just.
Yeah. Without that axe, would Kong have even damaged him?
Probably not. Because if you've seen him when he punched him, he just came right back. It was like nothing. It was like you got a flick on the
remember,
face.
He
Godzilla's
used
got
all of his
scales.
force to punch him, and then Godzilla just came back and bitch slapped
No,
him.
he took that force and went, no!
Just imagine what if Apex made a Mega Kong.
Ooh,
Or
a
that
Mecha
was Mega
Kong?
Kong.
That would be pretty interesting, maybe in sequels. I don't know. I hope the movie does well. But
But yeah.
I felt like we just, I don't know. Yeah, we see Godzilla quite a bit, but I feel like we didn't
wasn't
see
the
him as
main
much as
focus.
I wanted
yeah,
to.
Yeah,
there,
it felt like he wasn't one of the main focuses, even though
I
his
feel
name
like we
is
see
on the
Kong
movie
more
title.
than him.
there was
That
a
would make
lot-
sense because you can build a relationship.
Yeah, I get it, but you know, I still would have liked to have seen Godzilla just
Yeah.
a tad bit more.
We could have seen him attacking Hong Kong some more, or like
Yeah.
attacking a base more.
I also would have liked to see more of the tag teaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there should have been.
More of the tag teaming would have been awesome.
That's probably the best part of the movie is when they
Oh,
tag
yeah.
team.
That was
with
awesome.
Godzilla.
Yeah, the girl's like, oh, he's not your enemy, trust me. And he comes
That's
back,
the enemy.
He just grabs a hold of him on top and starts beating the crap out of him.
And he removes his spine.
Yo,
predator
whenever
style.
he just, whenever Mechagodzilla's starting to laser Kong, and he just, Godzilla, and Kong just jumps on his ass and goes, no!
It was awesome, dude.
It was just
cool.
a really
solid movie. I'm glad I got to go and see it.
Yeah.
I am definitely glad. Definitely, if you're gonna watch this movie, definitely go in theaters to watch it. Don't stay at home or anything like that. I mean, if you want to, you can. Just saying,
But
Get
the
a
experience is so much more surreal in theater.
Get a
because,
friend to pay
I mean,
for you.
whenever they step, you like feel the
you
shake.
feel the shake, and
Yeah.
Cool.
whenever
And
you
it's
heard
so
Kong's
loud.
heartbeat, and you can hear the vibrations, and it was.
I feel like they did something good when they made the main character, well, the main accomplice of Godzilla deaf. Because that
Yeah.
works.
Because it's like it adds a more
Realistic.
connection. to
That-
Kong.
Also, man, that part where they're entering the Hollow Earth, man, that thing was like an epilepsy seizure.
There. You gotta admit, though, that is awesome looking.
It was, but man, that was like
Oh, yeah, note to self. If you have epilepsy, just never see a movie.
missing out your whole life.
Exactly.
You don't even
But
know
It's
what
like
you're missing out
it's
on.
like being deaf. You're missing out, dog. Just not be deaf.
I guarantee you, Dylan will buy it on DVD when it comes
Oh,
out.
definitely, dude.
Yeah.
Blu-ray, DVD,
Everything.
digital. Might as well just.
I'll
probably-
just rewatch it again
Yo,
for fun.
In
You
a few
know?
years, it'll probably be on Netflix.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it and rewatch it
Yeah.
again.
If they were to make new sequels, okay, would you go and see them, or
Oh
would you
yeah.
want to see them?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I probably wouldn't be able to, but I'd like to.
You know, I was just expecting this movie to be Godzilla and Kong, and come to find out, there's a whole lot more than what meets the eye. I mean, it's kind of like,
I think the funniest part was the coward scene.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was hilarious.
You coward. What you say?
Oh yeah, whenever he.
Yeah, brave, you brave, but this is a coward.
And with that concludes this episode of Group Reviews. I hope you enjoyed this video as I put a lot of time and effort into it. And once again, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. I never thought I'd be able to actually get to this milestone. Let's hope we can get to the next 100. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time.